Hi, my name is Ethan LaFleur. I'm also known as the Cosmic Bard here on YouTube and Instagram. This is going to be my first video solo by myself. So I know things aren't going to be perfect. I'm prepared for that. It's taken me a long time just to get this first video prepared and going. So what I'm going to do is do some weekly readings for air, earth, fire, and water signs. Um, I know I gotta work on my public speaking, quit saying so much, and I'm not looking for perfection in this first video. I just need to get started. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I've decided to stop putting it off. And I'm going to begin without any expectations of it being perfect, of it having any likes or followers. I've never posted anything on YouTube by myself, at least not since I was like 17. But I got my notebook here. I got some tarot decks ready to go. I'm going to talk about the major planetary events coming this week. Today is Tuesday, June 3rd, and I have some planetary events to talk about coming up for this week, and then we'll get into the readings for Earth, Fire, Sun, Earth, Fire, Water, Air signs coming up in the week of June 3rd. All right. So coming up first, June 4th, Venus is in Aries, forming a nice sextile with Jupiter in Gemini. So this is going to give a lot of positive energy to beauty and luck, love, finances, social life. It's a good time to go exploring, start adventuring, start a new creative project like this. Expand your artistic horizons and meet new people. So really get into your creative juices and put yourself out there. So June 5th, we have Mercury in Gemini, sextile Mars in Leo. This is going to give people a boost in their confidence in speaking, quick thinking, positive, decisive action. It's good for problem solving, good for writing. So that's something to look forward to. June 6th, Venus enters Taurus. There's going to be an emphasis on pleasure, comfort, and beauty, physical, material stability. It's a good time for love and finances and beautifying your home, doing household projects and tasks, just making your living space much more comfortable and beautiful. And it's a good time to focus on feeling grounded and what makes you feel comfort and secure. June 7th, Mars enters Leo. This is going to give people a desire to step forward and enhance their ability to shine and perform. And it's going to make people more flirtatious and bold and take risks and competitive and give people the need to lead and be a cheerleader for people. And also it's going to help us achieve our goals, our personal goals. Coming up later in the week, next week, is the full moon of this month. It's the last full moon for spring. It's the strawberry moon on June 11th. So that'll give us an opportunity to celebrate the growth of the year so far. And also today marks the halfway point between the year 2000 and the year 2050. So we're past the halfway point now, and we're closer to 2050 now than the year 2000, if that makes anyone feel good. It should, if you're, futuristic thinking, like some air signs. So that's going to wrap that up. I'm going to get into a reading for the fire signs. I have with me my favorite tarot decks, some oracle decks. So I'll just pull a couple cards. Actually, let's start with we'll start with an oracle card. This is a Divine Masters deck by Kyle Gray from Hay House Publications. I really like this deck. Actually, there's so many cards in this Divine Masters deck that I've never pulled. I keep pulling the same two cards for myself. They are enlightened beings, spiritual masters, people of that sort to give messages from your higher self and the spirit realm. So I'll pull one card for fire. Hey, let's do it like this. Pull one card for fire, one card for air, one card for earth, and one card for water. And we'll see if we remember. I already forgot. Fire, air, earth, water. All right. So let's start with a few cards for fire signs. And actually, you know what? For fire signs, I'm going to use this new deck I got, the Joy de Vivre That's French, and I'm really bad at French. Even though my last name is Lafleur, I'm not actually French. I was adopted. So this is the Joie de Vivre deck, which is the Joy of Life deck. And it's a little bit more whimsical and sunny for this fire reading that I'm about to do. So fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Let's see what's coming up for you this week. So first we have the Six of Wands. Great. This is what I've been talking about. Taking leadership, taking bold, decisive action, getting up in front of a crowd, doing some public speaking. It's a good time for you to shine. Fire signs especially, you'll be a lot heavily affected by these transits in Mars and Leo and the Venus and Aries. So this is a great time for you guys to get out there and let yourself shine in front of some audiences. Do some performing, right? Get up there. Next up, we have this King of Wands card, another beautiful fire card. This is also about taking action and being really passionate and like a good fiery father figure is how I look at this card. Someone who's born to lead, someone who is a great role model. People look up to them. Children love them. So really getting out there, pursuing your creative goals, your artistic projects, things of that nature. This is a great time for that, and I think you'll be stepping into that energy. And then last up, we have the Four of Swords. So coming up for the end of the week, there might be a chance for you to rest. So this might be a week of go, go, go for you fire signs, getting a lot done, a lot knocked out, and feeling really positive and good, and just blasting through this week. And then at the end of the week, there's going to be a time for you to rest and settle down and kind of recuperate yourself. So that's a little quick reading for fire signs. And then the oracle card I brought is Paul the Venetian. Never seen this card before. Gifted one, revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine. So great. Thank you so much, Paul the Venetian. Revealing hidden talents. He's going to put an emphasis on these cards. And a time to shine. So fire signs, really, it's time for you to use your gifts. Get out there this week and let yourselves be known, all right? So moving on, we're going to do air signs next. And I'll put these cards back. And for air signs, I think I'm going to use my, you know what? I'm going to use my Dungeons and Dragons deck. A Dungeons and Dragons tarot deck I haven't used very much. It's the Dungeons and Dragons tarot deck, pretty official, by Potter Publications. So I'm going to use this deck. I don't use it very often. I should use it more. It's very pretty. So this is for air signs. So first up, air signs this week. We got a lot of stuff going on in Gemini. The Mercury in Gemini. Earlier this week we had the Mercury Sun conjunction Cazimi, where the Sun was conjunct Mercury in Gemini. Gemini rules Mercury in speaking, and you might have had a lot of heated conversations this week and just a lot of blah, 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 blah. So, all right, forgive me. So, first up, for air signs, we have the Three of Strength, which I believe is Three of Pentacles. So this deck uses, instead of fire or wands, swords, cups, swords, what'd I say? It uses D&D ability scores. So the Three of Strength looks like, I'm going to say Three of Coins, I think. Yeah, Three of Coins, Three of Pentacles. This is collaborative thinking, collaborative working, group projects, really getting to know your place in the workforce, and really identifying your co-workers' strengths and really putting out some good work together. So just feeling good in the workplace, getting down to business with your coworkers, your friends on a group project, whatever it is, but really feeling productive this week with the people that you normally are accustomed to working with, whether that's friends, coworkers, family. Really feeling a part of a team for you air signs. And up next we have the Two of Strength, which is, well, this could be, well, Two of Strength again. So when I look at this card, this is a female gladiator. And I was thinking about female gladiators last night for some reason, and I can't remember why. I think I saw an image of it, and I was like, you know what, that'd be really cool D&D character to run, just a female gladiator. But so Two of Strength, and I'm going to look real quick into my D&D tarot booklet. It's been a long time since I used this deck, and I did remember all this stuff at one point, but I don't remember anymore. The Minor Arcana, Wands, Swords, Cups, Pentacles, right. So Strength, take action, okay. I think it's fire, honestly. So Three of Strength and Two of Strength. So it's interesting. I do think these are wands, actually. This is a wand reading these cards. A little bit harder to tell with these both being strength cards, but I think these are wand cards or fire cards, which is great because there's a, Mercury is in Gemini, sextile Mars and Leo. Venus is in Aries, sextile Jupiter and Gemini, so a lot of fire air going on, a lot of like explosive like ideas forming. So with this Two of Wands, the Two of Wands is about like, stepping out into your next adventure. Here the Two of Strength looks like it more means stepping into your power a lot more and being the center of attention, wooing the crowd, wooing the audience, and not doing it, not competing to just beat down someone else necessarily, but competing to shine, competing to let your strengths be evident and put yourself out there. So working with other people in a creative way, definitely. And here, the last card we have, the Three of Wisdom, which I believe is a Three of Cups. So threes and twos here, right? Might be seeing a lot of 3-3-3. I know I've been seeing a lot of 3-3-3, and 3-3-3 is about creativity when it's at its core. It's about being creative. So with the Three of Wisdom here, the Three of Strength here, there's going to be a lot of celebrations. Perhaps, you complete a group project with your friends and you go out celebrating, or there's just going to be a lot more social networking, definitely, and a lot more things to celebrate. So a real positive energy for you air signs this week, right? And the oracle card I picked is Cthulhu. I've never seen this card before. Initiatory experience. Your current situation is initiating your gifts, right? So again, with these gifts, we're stepping out and celebrating and identifying the group's gifts and working together. Cthulhu is here to let us know that, yes, so now it's time to start something new. And here I am starting something new. I'm an air sign, I'm an Aquarius, and I've had a lot of anxiety about starting this new thing because, boy, do I not like speaking in front of a crowd by myself. And here I am, and there might be one person in this audience or a million, and I will never know until, well, I'll never know in the moment of it. And it really doesn't matter. I gotta stop saying So, Cthulhu, thank you for coming forth and sharing your wisdom with us. Initiatory experiences. So, new initiation, starting something brand new projects with friends, showcasing your talents, showcasing your friends' talents. Everyone gets to shine this week. Everyone. What a great week for everybody. And what a great week to start this reading, start this YouTube channel, and start putting out content that I've always wanted to do. This is what makes me feel alive. I feel great right now. A little embarrassed, a little shy, but here we are. And we got to start somewhere, right? It's not going to be perfect. I had to tell myself that 1,000 times before I started. It's not going to be perfect. You just got to start. And here we are, and thank you, Divine Masters, for your support. Next, we're doing Earth signs, and I am going to use my Deviant Moon Tarot deck. This was my first tarot deck. It's my favorite tarot deck, the tarot deck I feel most confident using, most connected to, and we're doing Earth signs now. So 3 cards for the Earth signs. Oh, I didn't mention the air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. If you're watching this, you might already know that. The earth signs that we're doing now, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? I do have my dog here with me. He's on the couch over there, so if he barks, I apologize. It's gonna definitely startle me. My anxiety is a little high right now, if you couldn't tell, but forgive me. I am also a Virgo rising, so I do have some stake in this reading. So these these elemental readings, fire, earth, air, water, therefore your sun, moon, rising, I think more leaning towards sun and rising. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, so earth signs. First up, we have the Seven of Swords. So I think starting this week, a little bit hesitant, a little bit anxious, possibly lying to yourself about something like, I can't, or I won't, or I'm too scared. But this card is also, shows a lot of courage with this performer. So again with the performing, again with the getting out in front of people, earth signs, you too. Earth signs, you too gotta step out there. Stop lying to yourself. Stop deceiving yourself and really be discerning with things other people are telling to you about. You can't do that. You shouldn't try that. That's too dangerous. It's stepping out of your comfort zone is a danger for earth signs, I believe. Letting go of control, letting go of, the confidence in the outcome, right? Taking a leap of faith is a little bit scary for some earth signs. So, but I think this is a time to, cut the bullshit and stop lying to yourself and just get out there. So, next up we have, the Ace of Swords, and I pulled this in reverse. So, but the Ace of Swords is about truth, understanding, knowledge, and divine wisdom, like I like to say it. So, really stepping into your element again and searching for the truth. And I think it's interesting. I like reading these cards as a story, but pulling this card and then this card in reverse, like swallowing the truth. It might be a hard truth revealed to you guys this week. It might be something that you're unwilling to accept right away, or that it's kind of like you don't want to believe it. So there might be some revelations coming to you, especially with Jupiter and Gemini. There might be some sharp words exchanged between your friends and families. Or it could just be harsh things that you're telling to yourself, or truths that you don't want to accept or not ready to accept yet. So a little bit of some clarity being revealed in not the most fun, easy way, but truth that needs to be revealed, all right? Truth that you need to accept. So it's time to accept that hard truth that you've been waiting for. And the Magician in reverse. So earth signs a little bit more hesitant at the beginning of this week, I think, with getting out there and stepping into the spotlight. This card is all about being the center of attention, stepping into the spotlight. In reverse, it could mean like what you may be doing, you might be doing for the wrong reasons, or you might be too shy to get out there, but you might feel under pressure to be in the spotlight, and you really don't want to be right now. Kind of just a little shy, a little hesitant. Like me. I mean, I do feel this energy right now. I want to get out there. I want to stop lying to myself, stop waiting for the perfect circumstances to start making these videos, and I just want to start doing them. So I've had to swallow some hard truths this week. I've had to, accept that things aren't always going to be perfect, and you can't rely on knowing the outcome of something before you start it, because that's not how the world works, right? So get out there, use all your talents, earth signs. You have the magic within you to do this, and you have the resources available to you. You might not feel like it. Like, I certainly don't feel like I have the resources I need to be a successful YouTuber or a reader, but I do. I have my cards, I have my intuition. I don't have a microphone yet. That's another thing I want to do, is be a voice actor. And, I have insecurity about my lisp. I have insecurity about not knowing how to do any of this stuff, but it's what makes me feel good. It's what makes me feel alive. And the opportunity is the experience, right? That's something I've had to learn myself this week, that the opportunity is the experience, right? It's like, thank you for this experience, just to be here and doing this. Just to not waiting for validation, right? Not waiting for spirit to validate you, not waiting for your friends to validate you, but really knowing what has to be done. Really knowing what has to be done, there are signs. So even if you are a little scared about it at first, you know what you gotta do. You know what you gotta do. Do the thing you want to do. All right. Next up, I'm gonna do a reading. Oh shoot, the Earth sign oracle card. Ooh, the Lumerians. Clairvoyance activated, psychic awareness, sensitivity, trust your intuition. Yes, thank you. I love these cards. These cards always support the reading I'm doing. They're a fantastic guide to helping me get clarity for the reading that I'm doing. Psychic awareness, sensitivity, trust your intuition. Those 3 cards that I just pulled, that's exactly what that means, right? The Ace of Swords, that's intuition. That's psychic awareness. That's truth. That's clarity. That's knowing. That's your intuition. So being sensitive to your intuition, right? It might be a little hard sometimes for earth signs because we earth signs, sun, moon, rising, just want to feel, in our comfort zone, not really take a risk if we don't need to, if someone's not pushing us to do it. But this is about, this week, you're going to get some intuitive messages for you that you're just going to have to trust, all right? That 7 of Swords, that's about trust. And a lack of trust sometimes. So it's time to put some faith in yourself, earth signs, and use your psychic abilities, use your intuition, do the thing that you're scared of. It's time, and it's going to be beneficial for you in the long run, and that's what matters to us most, earth signs, is the long run. So trust your intuition now. It's going to pay off big dividends in the future. All right, next up, we're doing water signs. Again, I'm going to use my Deviant Moon deck and pull 3 cards for water signs. Water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. First up, we have the Magician again. I did shuffle that deck. So if it's the same 3 cards, I'm gonna lose it. But the Magician has the first card and in its upright position. So this whole week, everyone's gonna take a leap of faith. Everyone's going to be showcasing their talents this week. This is the week for it. What a great energy this week. Even water signs, right? Using your emotional sensitivity, using your emotional awareness, dipping your toe in the water to something you've never tried before, possibly, and really putting yourself out there. That's kind of been the message for everyone this week. And here we are. So, starting something new, showcasing your talents, getting out in front of the audience. Yeah, again, the message for water signs is clear. It's time for you to use your resources, use all your available talents and gifts, and get out there. Next up, we have Judgment. So, feeling a sacred calling. I think a lot of water signs this week will be feeling that pull, that tidal pull to something they feel called to do, right? Feeling called to do this. Whatever you're feeling called to do, this is your sacred duty. You're being activated, you're being initiated, and I think you're going to feel good, right? You're going to be more in your nurturing element this week. So helping people, using your gifts to spread that healing waters throughout the earth and really spread some of your healing love and lift people up out of the darkness using your gifts. And next up we have the Star, the last card for water signs this week. The Star, Aquarius, also Aquarius is the water bearer that pours the wisdom from Pisces, the adjacent sign in the zodiac. Pouring the wisdom from Pisces, the infinite wisdom from Spirit. And it's also a healing card. So really, these 3 cards are about healing, about doing some healing work for yourselves, for others. If it's in your workforce, your workspace, or just being more of a healing force for your friends and family. But this is really about being less selfish and doing a lot of healing. And I apologize for using these harsh words, but I'm an Aquarius. I don't hold anything back. So, again, really using your gifts and your talents to spread some love this week. Water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Doing some healing work for yourself, taking care of yourself, some self-love, and just spreading that self-love. Fill your cup up so that it's overflowing with love. And the oracle card for water signs is Hathor. Hathor, the Egyptian god. Light activation, acceleration, brilliant. Stand in your light, right? Okay. Thank you, Hathor. So, standing in your light, right? Being in the center of attention, standing in your light activation. Yes, what a great reading. Thank you, Hathor. Brilliance, being brilliant, being a guiding beacon, not a flashlight, being a guiding force of light. And things are going to be speeding up for you, water signs this week. Going with the flow might get a little quicker for you. But you're prepared for this. You have all the resources you need, and it's time to really let your light shine. And that seems to be the message for just about everyone this week. So I want to thank you again, Divine Masters. I want to thank you for anyone who watches this video who got anything out of it. And I want to thank myself for taking this leap of faith and creating this video, getting myself out there. And hopefully this video inspires one person. You know, I've always wanted to be an inspiration and just help one person get inspired. And that's where I find my worth, my purpose, is being an inspiration for other people, even though it's really hard for me to put myself out there. And I know that it hasn't been like the greatest, perfectest video, and that's okay. I gotta start somewhere. And I thank myself for this experience, this opportunity to start making these videos. This is what I wanted to do. I took the day off from work so that I could focus on myself a little bit more. And I'm very appreciative. And, well, alright. That's the end of this video. Once again, my name's Ethan LaFleur. I'm the Cosmic Bard. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a great week. And it's the first week of June, so get out there, you know? Do something new, do something fun, do something exciting. Hang out with your friends. Be merry, be cheerful, spread that love, and we'll see you.